What's going on, guys? My name is Jake and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm here to start off my new series, and to start off it is F1 2013 Bottas Career Mode. So this is going to run through Valtteri Bottas's full Formula 1 career, and while you're just seeing all these things in the background, I would just like to say I apologise for the long breaks between not between episodes, between videos, mainly because if you follow me on Twitter you will already know that my wheel is broken at the moment, but if you don't follow me on Twitter, then there you go, that's why there was quite a long break between episodes, or between videos, sorry. And yeah, but I should be getting a new one soon, but I'm also going to be releasing a pad challenge. But no less, starting off Valtteri Bottas Career Mode, so let's go onto the grid.
Formula One is predictable, isn't it? The same guy wins every race.
7 out of 7 different winners.
The big names never change teams. And Seb, well, he can't overtake, can he?
Brilliant drive.
There's the man they said can't race.
Gone are the days of respect and character. And characters?
They just don't make them like they used to.
Yes, I'm doing all the time. We don't have to remind them.
The teams fail to surprise us. Sauber don't drink champagne. Williams are a spent force. And Red Bull don't make mistakes. If only there was some spontaneity.
Excuse me, does anybody know the way back to the racetrack?
Maybe some politics.
It's difficult to find a driver like me.
And a bit of drama at the final race.
Sebastian Vettel in the middle of the track. It's the championship is blown wide open.
The only thing that is predictable is that it's going to be unpredictable.
So here we are on the grid for the 2013 Australian Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso starts on pole, Valtteri Bottas in 10th, and Pastor Maldonado, his teammate, in 15th. So we can see now that Bottas is in P10, and Hulkenberg and Ricciardo did well for themselves, qualifying in 8th and 9th, and the 5 lights are out and away we go. We get Bottas gets a fairly decent start, and he's already got a run on Hulkenberg, but Webber actually gets a good one, and a good start from Bottas overall in the whole field. And Bottas is already up into 8th now, and you can see he's probably looking to get a pass on Kimi Räikkönen, and he's actually going up the inside. And he does, and so close, so very close to Rosberg there, but he doesn't get past him. And now Bottas, he goes around the outside of Nico Rosberg, and that's a fantastic move. And now he has Daniel Ricciardo ahead of him, and Ricciardo's doing well for himself in 5th place in the Toro Rosso. And obviously Ricciardo has 1 year's experience compared to Bottas's no experience in a Formula 1 race yet, but nevertheless, coming up into turns 11 and 12, Bottas is doing a very good job for himself at the moment in 6th place, and I'm pretty sure he'll be looking to get 5th place sometime from Ricciardo. And is he actually going to make a move through turns 11 and 12? No, he doesn't. Bottas thought it was too risky, and so backs out. That could have ended very, very badly there. But now onto lap 2, you can see that Bottas is again very, very close to Ricciardo still, and he's just been biding his time, waiting for a move to appear on Ricciardo so Bottas can get the pass done. And is he going to the inside here? No, he's too far back. But again, coming up to turns 11 and 12, this section is so nice, and Bottas goes around the outside and he's got the pass done on Ricciardo up into turns 11 and 12, and Jenson Button is up in 4th, doing well for himself and for McLaren. And I believe it's Vettel in the lead now, I'm not entirely sure, but nevertheless, Bottas is up into 5th place and looking to get the move on Jenson Button very, very soon. And now on to lap 5, Bottas is caught up to Jenson Button in McLaren, and again, as I said, he's doing very well for himself. And again, we're at this section, come up to turns 11 and 12, and Bottas using about half his gears, and he goes around the outside of Jenson Button, and he pulls off a move on Jensen Button, exactly the same move that he pulled off on Daniel Ricciardo. So very good move by Bottas there. He seems to really love that section, and Bottas now goes down to the lead mix, and I believe he's making his pit stop this lap. And yes, Jensen Button's still very close behind him. You can see with the proximity arrows, but that doesn't really work, and Button can't get through. And so Bottas now peels off into the pits, and so follows in Fernando Alonso, and Jensen Button follows in Valtteri Bottas. And it'll be interesting to see how Bottas will do for his first pit stop, and how Williams will do after they have had, I believe it's about 3 months off. Yes, 3 months off, and Bottas is actually being held. So Button gets jumping out. That cost Bottas a little bit of time, as it's 4.2 second pit stop, and now he goes back up into standard. And here's Jensen Button ahead of him, and it looks like he's going to join 14th as Chilton passes him, and Chilton getting very close to Jensen Button there, but nevertheless that doesn't really harm anybody. And now obviously we're on lap 6, and Button is close to Max Chilton as Valtteri Bottas gives Button a little tap, and Button obviously wants to get past Chilton as he is in Marussia, and obviously that will be pretty easy to do. And Button is, he had to brake early, and Bottas took the initiative and went straight around the outside of Jensen Button. And now going on to the end of lap 6, beginning of lap 7, more cars are peeling off into the pits, and Bottas is in 12th. Obviously he's past Max Chilton, and he uses the rest of his course down to start finish straight, and Bottas moves back up into 4th place. And now Bottas will probably try to hunt down Fernando Alonso, but I don't know if he'll be able to do it because the Williams isn't the fastest car, as we have seen all of this race. And onto the final lap, you can see obviously Valtteri Bottas didn't catch Fernando Alonso, and Kimi Raikkonen was keeping him honest on the last lap, but Valtteri Bottas finishes in 4th place for the Australian Grand Prix. Not bad for his first race, and he came out from 10th place, remember, as he qualified 10th on the grid. And yeah, so the race results, obviously Lewis Hamilton won the race from Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso rounding out the podium positions. Then it is Valtteri Bottas in 4th, Kimi Raikkonen in 5th, 6th is Jensen Button, 7th is his teammate Sergio Perez, 8th is Daniel Ricciardo, 9th is Nico Rosberg, and rounding out the points positions is the other Ferrari of Felipe Massa. Valtteri Bottas' teammate Pastor Maldonado finished down in 12th place with John Eric Vergne ahead of him in 11th, just missing out on the points. And now you can see Mark Webber finished down in 14th for some unknown reason, and Roman Grosjean finished down in 15th after qualifying in 17th, being knocked out in Q1. And I believe all cars finished the race. No, not all cars finished the race. There was one DNF, and that was Esteban Gutierrez in the Sauber. Onto the Drivers' Championship. Obviously, it's exactly the same as the race results. So you can see Lewis Hamilton leads the way 7 points ahead of Sebastian Vettel. And then it is Fernando Alonso and Valtteri Bottas in 4th. And then obviously rounding out the top 5 is Kimi Raikkonen, followed by the 2 McLarens, etc, etc. And onto the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes lead the way ahead of Red Bull and Ferrari, with McLaren in 4th, and 5th is Williams. 6th is Lotus, 7th Toro Rosso, 8th Sauber, 9th is Force India ahead of the 2 backmarker teams Marussia and Caterham. But that's been it for the first episode of F1 2013 Bottas Career Mode. If you did enjoy this video, guys, please give it a big like, comment down below what you thought, subscribe if you are new for weekly F1 content. You can follow me on Twitter at F1Petrol, as always, link that down in the description. And if you want to get partnered with Freedom, then a link to that is also down in the description. Go and do that if you want to get partnered with Freedom, and I'll see you next time.